How much substance is there to this story?
Well, look, I think the fundamental thing is you have to look at this story in its context, in the moment. And of course, we're in a situation in which none of the clubs know what's going to happen next. All of the clubs do now know, and to put this specifically in the Barcelona context, that there will be no European Championships in the summer. Now, Barcelona's plan, of course, was Ronald Koeman. Ronald Koeman after the European Championships. Well, that after the European Championships has just been put back by an entire year. And so I think that this is really a response to the current situation of everybody kind of being in a holding pattern, in a moment of waiting, where it's not really possible to make a proper judgment on whether Setien has been good for Barcelona or not. And it's virtually impossible, I think, to make any kind of judgment in terms of which direction Barcelona are going in, because we don't even know when this season will start. We don't know when the next season will start. Sorry, when this season will end. We don't know when the next season will start. And so I think this is a decision made based fundamentally on the context of the moment in which it's being made more than anything else.
What have the fans made of his tenure so far, Sid?
Well, I mean, a little as Jules was saying, that the fans probably think it's too early. I think the fans have seen some things that they like. They've seen a team that wants the ball a bit more. They've seen a team that wants to maintain possession, that wants to build from the back. They've seen some bad moments in that, and of course they saw them beaten in the Clasico by Real Madrid, which always does a huge amount of damage to any manager. But I also think that they've recognised the fans, and this is perhaps something that they didn't do with Valverde, and they should have done, but they've done with Setien, is that there's been a much broader recognition and I think acceptance of the fact that Barcelona's problems are far, far deeper than just the coach.
Meanwhile, you take a look at the front page of As, similar, but talking about Zinedine Zidane. You know, he will continue as head coach at the start of next season. Obviously, it hasn't been the best season, certainly so far, for Real Madrid. Sid, is this a surprise?
No, it's not. And I must admit, there's a bit of me that thinks that this is even less of a story in a way than the Setien one, because, I mean, it would have been extraordinary if at this stage of this season, given the fact that Real Madrid are still in the Champions League, given the fact that they're very much in the title race, although they're 2 points behind Barcelona, they beat Barcelona in their Clasico, that's only one victory away from being top of the table. It's far, far closer to competing for the league title than they've done in the last 2 seasons. It would have been extraordinary for anyone to have seriously been projecting the idea that Zidane doesn't continue. Now, if that idea is to emerge, and by the way, I'm not ruling out it emerging, it will be when this season comes to an end and we have no idea when or in what condition that will happen, and things have gone very badly. But right now, I just don't think there's any scenario at all in which you can justify or even take that decision.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.